Welcome back everybody, it's UntapYourGo, and today we are playing Temur Golos in Historic. So this is a deck built around Golos, Tireless Pilgrim, and he is a 5-mana legendary artifact creature scout. It's a 3/5, and when it enters the battlefield you may search your library for any land and put it into play tapped, and then you can pay 2 colorless and Werberg, which is 1 of each color, to exile the top 3 cards of your library. You may play them this turn without paying their mana costs. So what we're trying to do is we have Chromatic Lantern, so we can achieve this effect of paying any color that we need to, as well as some Cascading Cataracts, which we can tutor up with Golos so we can activate the ability, and then the rest of the deck is trying to ramp us there. So we have Gilded Goose because I chose this over Llanowar Elves because this taps for any color, so if we need to use Gilded Goose to, cast our Genesis Ultimatum, or we need that triple green for Nyxbloom or something, we have that. We have Paradise Druid as well, it taps for any color, has hexproof, really good. Growth Spiral is going to help draw us a card and put additional lands into play, so it's going to ramp us up a little bit. We have all 4 copies of Uro. This card is very, 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 very toxic, but it's a great card and it works really well with what we're trying to do. So when it enters the battlefield, sacrifice it unless it's escaped. When it enters the battlefield or attacks, you gain 3, you draw a card, put a land into play, we all know. And then we have Chromatic Lantern, all 4 copies. This is a 3-mana artifact. Lands you control have tap to add one color of any mana to your mana pool. So it's going to fix our mana and help us activate the Golos. We have all 4 copies of Golos himself. And then our Golos targets, we have 3 copies of Nyxbloom Ancient. This is a 7-mana 5/5 with trample, and if we were to tap a permanent for mana, it produces 3 times as much mana as it normally would. So for example, Cascading Cataracts, we pay 6 mana, 5 in itself to tap it, and we get 15 mana thanks to Nyxbloom Ancient. In which case, we can use that to activate Golos at least twice. And then we have 4 copies of Genesis Ultimatum. This is a 7-mana. This is the 7-mana Temur Ultimatum. Look at the top 5 of your library. Put any number of permanent cards from among them onto the battlefield, and the rest into your hand. So we get to activate Golos, and then we get to cast 3 more cards off of Genesis Ultimatum. So we're getting 3 and maximum up to 6 things in play off of 1 activation. And then we have 3 copies of Ugin the Spear Dragon, because this card is just a bombshell to hit. We get to exile our opponent's board, we get to bolt our opponent, we get to do whatever we need, and then our -10 we can gain the 7, draw 7, and put up to 7 permanents onto the battlefield. Really cool effect. In the sideboard, Grafdigger's Cage against Muxus and things coming into play like Collect a Company maybe, or out of the graveyard. Aether Gust against Gruul and Rakdos and Mono Red. Wilt against artifacts and enchantments. Mystical Dispute in a control matchup if we need to win some counter wars. Flame Sweep against small creature decks that like to go wide so we can kill them. And all 4 copies of Leyline and Sanctity, because we can, even though we have Gilded Goose and Uro, our deck is very slow in the sense that it can die very quickly to really hyper aggressive decks and burn spells, and we're not very good against discard. So if we go up against a discard deck or something, we really need the Leyline to be able to protect our hand and our face. So that is the deck. I hope you enjoy. If you do, try out the deck down below. I'll leave a link to the Ether Hub, you can check it out. Leave a like on today's video if you enjoyed today's video, and subscribe and hit the bell if you are a viewer and not currently subscribed. It means a lot. And let's dive into the arena with Temur Golos in Historic and see how we do today. Alright, going into game 1 against the J-Chip, and they are on the play. Our opening hand is a little awkward. I'm probably going to mulligan this. Double Chromatic Lantern's cool, but we don't have a turn 1 birds, or goose, I mean. So I'll mulligan this. And it's a little bit slower, but we can still keep it. And I'll bottom 1 in the Genesis Ultimatums. Alright, so we'll lead off with the Breeding Pool, avoid the life. So if I Triumph for our opponent, so we're up against Kalia, Colors, or Mardu. 10th Street Legionnaire, so this is going to be a really fast deck. We're going to put a lot of pressure on very quickly. And we're drawing dead. Definitely too slow of a start for our matchup. Alright, there's a Dreadhorde Arcanist. Alright, no pump spell just yet. So play Uro, gain the 3, draw the card. We'll put the Forest into play. Alright, shock to the face. Another 10th Street Legionnaire, jeez. Yeah. 2, 4, 6, 7, so down to 10. Drew into the Cascading Cataracts naturally, which is cool. Alright, so let's play Golos, see if it can survive a turn. Take the action, we'll grab a mountain. So instead of this costing 7, it's going to cost 8, so 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so we're still a land away. We can resolve this Nyxbloom Ancient, then our Cascading Cataracts is going to give us 2 Golos activations. But we need to live to see that turn, so hopefully us just playing Golos is going to keep us alive. Well, I guess we have to try to block the 10th Street Legionnaire. Or 10th District. Yeah, there's the fight as one. Indestructible, we're down to 6. And now I think we're just dead, no matter what. And we got a goose. Alright. 4, 7. So, our opponent can just attack, put us down to at least 3, unless they have a pump spell. We're most likely just dead here. Oh yeah, and he gets to pump his squad. So we block like this and take 4. We're gonna have to lose the Golos, but we couldn't afford to take that 5. And alright, so I have 15 mana. Let's try Genesis Ultimatum first. Yeah, that's pretty good. Wow. Yes! Alright, going into game 2 against Funsies, and we are on the play. And this hand is so good, but we're missing the green. Ooh. Yeah, I'm gonna have to mulligan. And this hand's honestly better. Can bottom the Ugin. The Majin Bugin. Play out the Hinterland Harbor first. Paradise on 2, Chromatic on 3. And we're set. Line our elves for our opponent. Looks like we're up against green-black. Skull Prophet's not something you see every day. That's cool. Alright. Well, we want to keep our Paradise Druid untapped. Just in case. Yeah, they're just heavy Golgari, so they're probably playing some removal like Assassin's Trophy, maybe Maelstrom Pulse. There's a Zuzo. That's different. This is a pretty weird pile of cards here. Turn Timber for our opponent. Bond to Flourishing. Revealing the top 3. There goes the Overgrown Tomb. So comes in tapped. We play the Golos. Search for another green. Golos' Citadel. Okay. So I guess they're gonna, yeah. Most of their deck is lands and Zendikar duels. Huh. Well, I think that's game. I think we just lose. Wow. I tried doing something similar to this, but I forgot about Aetherflux Reservoir. Yeah, I tried doing this with the Explore package. This is so much better. Wow. Good game. Alright, in our third game up against Airbud, Arbud, 420. Playing Aluris of the Dream Den. Good old Dream Den. So your opponent has kept a hand to 7. Our open hand is okay, it's just a little slow, but I mean, I'm gonna try it. I mulliganed the last hand, and it cost us pretty good. We'll start off with the Breeding Pool, save us the life. Oh boy. Well, we're probably in a lot of danger here. We're not doing anything. Up against arguably one of the faster decks. Depends on how many enchantments he has to follow up with, I guess. Yep. Yeah, I'll see. It's pretty good too. Another Genesis Ultimatum, huh? Well, trying to think. Uro gains us a life and puts a land into play, but if we don't get into our 5th land, Chromatic Lantern seems like a better play. We are taking a lot of damage, though. Yeah, let's try to draw a card with Uro and see if we can find our 5th land as well. Alright, we did not. We drew into another Chromatic Lantern. So if we miss our 5th land drop on our next turn, we're probably dead. Oh, there's the All That Glitters. Jeez. Well, we drew into our 5th land, and it's a shock, so that's not good. And our Golos is not going to protect us, so that is good game. Our opponent is on the play against Andre, and our opening hand is okay. So we can keep this, I think. This is probably one of the best hands we've had on screen so far. Alright, Gilded Goose. Guild Gates, huh? Are they playing all of the Guild Gates? They are... Guild Gate Control, huh? This is an interesting one. I mean, their threats are pretty good, so... this could actually turn out to be pretty bad. Yeah, let's submit that forest. And I guess we just pass. Next turn we have a Golos. Although I think I play the Chromatic Lantern first. We can actually chromatic. Seems better because if we play the Golos, our opponent can probably just Gates Ablaze and kill it. Because they're probably going to grab two gates here, and we'll have 5 gates at least. Alright, Cascading Cataracts. We'll play Chromatic Lantern. And then we'll play the other Chromatic Lantern. Rhythm of the Wild's pretty good. Yeah, I guess given that haste is also very, very solid choice. 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Play this Nyxbloom Ancient first. No attacks. There's Gate Colossus. And it's not as intimidating as I thought. Ooh, this can't be blocked, huh? Alright, so we take... we have to block like this. We're down to 2. Alright, add the combination of any colors. Submit. Golos. Take action. Grab the other Cascading Cataracts. I guess we can minus... if we minus 3, we lose the Chromatic Lanterns. Well, we can actually just float the mana, right? Float it like that. Minus 3, get rid of the Gatekeeper, the Gatebreaker Ram, and the Rhythm of the Wilds. Activate Golos again. Cool. So Uro, get to drop all of our lands. activate Golos again. And again. Intercept, intercept. I mean, this is insane. We have so much mana. Ridiculous. Or we have so many things. I'm gonna go ahead and play all of the cards in this exile for free. I'm gonna Growth Spiral. And we can escape Uro from our graveyard. We already only have 26 cards left in our library too. Yeah, I guess we'll play the Goose too. Mine as well. Gates Ablaze is going to be really good for our opponent now. Deals 3 damage. Do it like that. Yeah, and I guess we attack for 5. So Gates Ablaze 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that kills everything but Uro. Assuming he doesn't have a gate to play this turn. Oh, he's just gonna attack. Well, I'll just block with Golos. There's another Gatebreaker. Alright, cool. So our opponent's running out of resources. And our opponent just gives up. I guess they realized that we were gonna have like at least 6 activations on Golos that turn. All right, going into our 5th and final game against Mrs. O'Malley, and I have no information about what our opponent could be playing, and I don't know about how I feel about this hand. I mean, I'm gonna keep it. Double Uro could possibly go wrong. We're on the play. Okay. Paradise Druid was a really good draw for us too. Cats. Is it blue-white cats? Blue-white Embalm? Ah, cheeky. You knew I wouldn't block. Okay, Dawn of Hope's pretty good. Yeah, same deal. I think we're gonna play Chromatic Lantern first. I want to have the mana fixing. The chances that our opponent can kill our Paradise Druid are very slim. We could have a Banishing Light, but I doubt it. Search for Scanta, they get the life, but no draw, they don't have the mana. 5 mana. Let's play Uro first. See if we can draw a land. It did not. So, 3 mana remaining. I could try to gamble with the Growth Spiral. If I hit a land, then I could play the Paradise Druid as well. I'm gonna take that chance. Total whiff. Alright, so 4, 5, 6. We're 1 mana short of playing our Genesis Ultimatum. Could naturally draw it. We haven't seen a land in almost 3 draws. And there's a Banishing Light. Deals with our Chromatic Lantern. That sucks. And no blocks. No land either. So, it's Uro first. Get some life back. Jeez, still no lands? That's crazy. Alright, well let's play the Gilded Goose so our Paradise Druid is still safe. No attacks. Crested Sunmare for our opponent. It's pretty good. Yep. That's pretty good. Okay, so 4, 5, 6. We have 6 mana. We're 1 mana short, so we'll play the Paradise Druid and the Chromatic Lantern. Should have played the Chromatic Lantern first. Would have been more mana efficient and could have kept my Paradise Druid from being tapped. No attacks, end turn. We're going to have to take a lot of damage. Yep. It's every end step. That's disgusting. Yeah, that's absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, get in there, man. Get in there with your horses. Well, no blocks. Yep. Alright, so our opponent's blue-white. What are the chances that they're playing like a counterspell or something? Cascading Cataracts is cool too. So I could try to Genesis Ultimatum. I feel like just slamming Ugin here is probably the call. So I would have to -5. I would get another Chromatic Lantern back from the Vanishing Light, which is super cool. We're gonna lose these 3 though. That's a bummer. We'll play it out that way. We're gonna have to though, right? Five being the highest converted mana cost. I feel like our opponent just scoops at that point. Oh, we get to keep our Chromatic Lantern. I forgot it's colorless. I'm a dummy. And now we get to just Genesis Ultimatum every turn? Alright, so they eternalized the Champion of Wits. They get to draw 4 and discard 2. Well, I'm just gonna -0. Kill that token. Genesis Ultimatum. Not a very good one, but still better than nothing, right? How many cards do we have in the graveyard? 3. Not enough to escape Uro, so we're just gonna play that tapped. Pass it up. Okay. The Catcher's Monument's really good. Yep. Oh man, it's over from here. So I could -2 and wipe everything but the monument. 6, 7. Let me make sure it doesn't tap the Cascading Cataracts. That's fine. So we're gonna go ahead and -2. Get rid of everything except the monument. Genesis Ultimatum. Oh. Ah, misclick. That's fine. Total misclick, but that's okay. Get all this stuff, and then we're probably just gonna get another Ugin, I would imagine. Opponent with the nice. Damn right it is. Why would I not be a scummy Magic player when everyone else is? Besides, that's assuming... that we can still win from here, which we still need to get our, there's our Ugin. We're definitely going to go ahead and start bolting away. Play out our other Nyxbloom Ancient, as well as escape an Uro. With 7 green remaining, and and an auto tapper kind of got us, huh? Oh, this deck is mean. This deck is not fair. Alright. Opponent scoops after? Why would you scoop? Shatter would have just wiped the board, man. Welcome back to the wrap up, everybody. If you made it this far, thank you for watching. And today we went 3-2 for a pretty cool finish. It's incredibly powerful, like absurd amounts of mana with the Nyxbloom Ancient, and then Golos activations out, you know, so many. Multiple Genesis Ultimatums a turn, multiple Ugins a turn. The deck is just a blast, but it definitely falls short to very aggressive matchups, and I'm sure it's a lot better off with, you know, the best of 3 and stuff, but regardless, it was a lot of fun. I hope you enjoyed the gameplay. If you did, please leave a like on today's video, check the deck out on EtherHub, and hit the subscribe and the bell if you're a viewer and not already subscribed. And I appreciate all your support, guys. Thanks for staying with me and being patient for my videos. I know it's been a while since I uploaded, and I'm trying to get back into the swing of things. Just, you know, I really appreciate everybody's support and staying with me through all of this stuff. So thanks again for watching, everybody. I'm Untap Your Go, and I'll see you in the next video.